there was an untouched, pristine land filled with lush green forests and crystal-clear rivers. In this land lived indigenous people called the Orang Asli. Nestled deep within the jungles and alongside the rivers, they seemed to live in harmony with nature, like one big family. These natives held sacred traditions, beliefs, and skills that were passed down through generations. But time is ever-changing, and its course eventually reached the land of the Orang Asli. This once secluded place transformed into a crucial hub along the maritime trade routes connecting Asia and the Middle East. Through these routes, cultures from China and India made their way to this land, leaving significant marks on its language, literature, architecture, art, and social customs. Yet, one of Malaysia's most defining moments in history was still to come, the 14th century. During this period, Muslim traders arrived via the Indian Ocean and the Arabian lands, reaching the shores of Malacca. Sultan Muhammad, influenced by the teachings and values of Islam shared by the Muslim merchants, embraced Islam and spread it among the people of Malaysia. Thus, Malacca became the beating heart of Islam in the region, and the religion deeply intertwined with the spirit of the Malaysian people. In the 16th century, the tides of history turned once more. The Portuguese invaded Malacca, marking the beginning of European colonization in Malaysia. This wave of colonization continued with the Dutch and later the British. During British rule, waves of Chinese and Indian migrants were brought to work in mines and plantations, creating a multicultural society. Alongside this, Western education and lifestyle began to permeate the land, igniting resistance and dissatisfaction that took on many forms. The next chapter of Malaysia's history unfolded in the mid-20th century, following World War II. The independence movement surged to its peak, with Tunku Abdul Rahman spearheading efforts to unite the Malay, Chinese, and Indian communities. After years of struggle and sacrifice, Malaysia gained its independence in 1957. In a proud moment at Merdeka Square, the Union Jack was lowered, the Malaysian flag was raised, and a monument was built to commemorate this newfound freedom, a symbol of the birth of a nation and a renewed pledge for an independent future. But independence was just the beginning. Malaysia needed visionary leaders who would dream big and achieve even bigger. It was at this moment that Mahathir Mohamad emerged as a hero. In the 1980s, Mahathir took charge as Malaysia's leader with a vision to build a modern nation. He implemented sweeping reforms in economic and social sectors, propelling Malaysia toward rapid industrialization and economic growth. Balancing tradition with the tools of the modern world, while staying rooted in its indigenous culture, Mahathir introduced Malaysia to the global stage.